Hello, what's up everyone? My name is Q. I'm a costume and fashion designer, and here on my channel Dress Code I do everything about transformation, upcycling and thrift flips. So if you're interested, please hit the subscribe button for weekly uploads. So the other day I was just shopping online and I randomly ran into this store that apparently sells all sorts of clothing factory scraps, and I saw an item they had that was quite interesting. They sell all these scrap crochet trims. So I started talking to them and told them my intention that I have this channel, and they were so kind. They decided to sell me all these trims for less than $1. I just need to pay the postage basically. So it was trims like this. I don't think they're handmade crochet trims, probably machine made, but still it was quite good quality. It comes in different colors and they even have this kind of crochet coasters. Most of them are in this beige color, but I got some in pale blue, pastel pink and green. That was quite cute. So in this video, let's see what magic I can pull out from all these scrap crochet trims. And if you're interested, just keep on watching. So the first project is a crochet patchwork top. For this project, a mannequin will be handy, but if you really don't have one, you can work on a flat surface too. So here I'm really just going with the flow, see where creativity takes me to. I'm just randomly pinning all these trims on the mannequin and see what pattern it forms, and then if I like it, if not, I'll just take it down and try another angle, another shape. Basically, you just have fun with your creativity. And because for this top, I'm only using the crochet as for now, I'm not pinning them on top of any base fabric, so I'm just making sure there's no gaps in between the trims. I got quite lucky that although most of the trims are in beige or white, but I still got one or two of these pastel colors that I really love, like this pink one and the turquoise blue one, and there's also a baby blue one that I really like. But I only have one of them each, so I really need to place them wisely. Basically, you can think of this as a puzzle, and all these trims are just freestyle puzzle pieces. Because this crochet trims has a slight stretch to it, so I'm not really worried about the fit later on, and also this mannequin is about my size, so I'm literally just pinning all these trims the way I liked on top of the mannequin. And I noticed that it doesn't really fray, so I'm just cutting it off where I want it to. Later on, I found this crochet top is a bit boring in the sense that it's all just crochet, it's all the same texture of the same shape, it's just different colors. So I've decided to search my scrap fabric box, and I was so lucky that I found this super pretty pastel purple velvet fabric that has a slight stretch to it, so it's perfect for this top, and the color matches with the trims so well. So just like how I played with all these trims, I'm just playing with this scrap piece of fabric to see where it goes, where it fits, and then pin it into place. When all the pinning is done, let's move on to sewing. And the good thing about these crochet trims is that they are really forgiving, so even if you're the worst hand sewer in the world, your ugly stitches won't really show on top of this. But just try to use matching color thread so the stitches will be even more invisible. This part can take a while, and especially if you're working on a mannequin like me and a cheap mannequin like mine, just make sure you don't sew onto the mannequin, because it happened to me before, and trust me, you wouldn't want that. Just keep on sewing until you finish all the seams, and then we're done. Let's see the final result. So in overall, I really liked how this top turned out to be. Especially the colors. I think all of them are just complementing each other so well, and I just love how organic this top looks. This totally feels like 90s crochet free spirit meets 2020 artsy DIY vibe. So that was the first top I made. I'm quite happy with it, and I did end up using all the colored trims, so I'm only left with all these beige color ones, but it doesn't matter. Let's jump on to the next one and see what I made. As I play with these trims, one thing I've noticed is that they come in different lengths. So since I've run out the color to play with, now I've decided to play with the length. So I was just playing with the trims, lining them up together, see what shape and forms they're forming. And as I play with them, I realized the longer one, you can actually bend it over to form this kind of shoulder strap part. So I assembled this shape to be one side of my top. Maybe you don't really see what I'm seeing here, but trust me, later on I'll show you how it looks on person. So after deciding the direction I'm taking, I'm just carefully pinning all these trims together and then use a sewing machine to sew them together. So a quick tip for sewing this kind of fabric, you wouldn't want your needle to go through the gap, but rather go through the yarn, so the stitches actually catch the fabric, the fiber, rather than going through the empty gaps. Because if you do so, it will be more likely for the stitches to mess up and you'll end up with this lump of threads that you don't really want. So after sewing all these trims together, we will get something like this. And as this is one side of my top, I will just need to make the other side exactly like this piece. So now we have these two sides and we need to sew them together by joining the middle. So our top is pretty much done, and these two ends will be where we put our laces through. Here I'm putting a cardboard underneath so that you can see it clearer how I did it. There are many holes on a crochet, so you don't really need to punch holes or do eyelets. You just need to have a piece of ribbon and just run it through. But you do kind of want to make sure that the laces are running through evenly so it don't end up looking very messy. So that's our second top done. Let's see the final result. To be honest, at first I was quite worried. I wasn't feeling very confident of using just one color to create a top, but the result actually really surprised me. Maybe it's the symmetrical design, or maybe it's the holes that the trims created in between. It just feels like very elegant but without trying too hard. And I just realized for this top you can actually wear two ways. Here I'm wearing the laced up detail in front and I think it still looks legit. And not only that, I think you can simply layer it on top of anything and create interesting contrast and layer and texture. I think this is a great example of how you can take something so simple and just put a sprinkle of your creativity and make it into something really beautiful and nice. So that was the two tops I made from all these scraps. So for the last project, let me show you how I made this super cute crochet handbag. As you probably can see here, the inspiration for my last project actually came from when I was trying to make my second top. After I came up with this shape, I realized it actually looks like a handbag, like with the top being the handle. It's like a felt bag, but just made it with crochets instead. I think it will look super cute. To make it just simple, just repeat whatever I did in my second project and just simply sew the sides and the bottom together. So here is the final product. Can I just say I really love this little cute crochet bag. It looks so chic, so cute, so organic. I know I've just kept repeating the word organic, but it really does look organic in every good way. I don't think this bag can hold anything too heavy, but I think it can definitely hold most of your essentials. I'm happy for how it turned out for now. Just imagine carrying this little cute handmade crochet bag walking down on the beach on a summery day. And of course, it'll look even cuter if you're wearing your own DIY crochet top. So that's the end of this video. I hope you guys liked it. I absolutely had so much fun with all these crochet trims. So just in case you don't know, my name is Q and I do weekly uploads here on YouTube with all my transformation projects and thrift flipping, upcycling, clothing DIY. So if you're interested in this kind of content, please hit the subscribe button down below and give me a big thumbs up. And I'll see you guys around in my next video. Bye!